Hi students, I am Sonia from Vidya Guru. We are going to start a session on current affairs. Once again, we are starting this session. Before starting, if you like the video, please press the like button. You can share the video if you want others to be benefited. This video is going to help you in all sort of competitive exams because current affairs this section is almost common. You can say that's very common in all the exams, all the competitive exams. So this session is going to help you a lot. You should actually write down all the points which I'm actually teaching you. Apart from that, please subscribe our channel, our YouTube channel, so that whenever we upload a video, whenever we share a video, you can watch that video. That's going to be very beneficial for you. I can assure you that. Okay, I'll try my level best to make you understand whatever I'm teaching. If you couldn't understand anything, you can rewatch the video. That is always the option with you. Okay, we are starting. That's India and Nepal. They are conducting a joint tiger census. India and Nepal. That's the name of the nation with which India and Nepal, these are the two nations, they are conducting a joint tiger census where we are counting the number of tigers. As you guys know that tigers are vanishing, as in their number is reducing. You guys know that. The state is not that sound that we can say that there are too many tigers left, So that is why. Being bothered, obviously we want that tigers should stay, they should not, get extinct. We really don't want that they should actually, be vanished. So seriously, to be very frank, this census is going to tell us how many numbers of tigers are basically left. So India and Nepal, this joint tiger census is going to be performed by using a globally recognized method. So the name of the nation is Nepal with India. They both are actually conducting a joint tiger census. Okay, the next point is Union Minister. The name of the Union Minister is Harsh Vardhan, who has launched Secure Himalaya project. Union Minister, the name of the minister is Harsh Vardhan. He has launched Secure Himalaya project. So you will say that, what's new about this project? The new thing about this project is that United Nations Development Program, the association, in association with United Nations Development Program, this project was launched. So that's the main part, that's the important part basically, that Union Minister Harsh Vardhan has launched Secure Himalaya project. I'm going to highlight this part. So Secure Himalaya project, and what is special about the project? It's not that Union Minister has launched that. We were telling you that United Nations Development Program, the Association of United Nations Development Program is there, and along with United Nations Development Program, this Secure Himalaya project has been launched. This part is important, UNDP. And what is that UNDP? United Nations Development Program. All right, the third point is Soumya Swaminathan. Okay, who's Soumya Swaminathan? She has become the first Indian. Who could achieve this, big thing. You can say that she could actually get the position of Deputy Director General. See, it did not happen before. That is why she became the first Indian to hold such a huge position in WHO, World Health Organization. That World Health Organization we have been listening about. So WHO's Deputy Director General, and who has become Deputy Director General of WHO, that's Soumya Swaminathan. It is really actually an achievement, you can say. So first Indian to hold such a position, Deputy Director General. This question is important, holds at least 3 questions. So the information is not in a sentence, it is actually mentioned in multiple sentences. So I'm going to actually tell you, going to talk about one by one. The number is 8th. That is why I've mentioned it specifically. 8th Conference of Association of SAARC Speakers and Parliamentarians. That's the conference. That's the name of the conference. Conference of Association of SAARC Speakers and Parliamentarians. Told you, the number is 8th. The number is 8. Apart from that, you need to know that which was held in Sri Lanka, Colombo, Sri Lanka. That's important. Who's handling the Indian delegation? This was the 3-day conference. This was the 3-day conference. And Sumitra Mahajan became the representative there in the 8th conference of Association of SAARC Speakers and Parliamentarians, which was held in Colombo, Sri Lanka. And apart from these 3 things, there's one more exam relevant question. That's the President of Sri Lanka, and his name is also there. You need to learn 4 questions out here. 8th number of the Conference of Association of SAARC Speakers and Parliamentarians, which was held in Colombo, Sri Lanka. The place is important. The number 8th is important. Sri Lankan president inaugurated this conference, and his name is Maithripala Sirisena. Apart from that, who was the representative of India there at this SAARC conference? Sumitra Mahajan was handling the Indian delegation. She was basically leading the Indian delegation. So Indian delegate, Sumitra Mahajan, Lok Sabha speaker, you guys know that. So Sumitra Mahajan was handling the Indian delegation, and I told you Sri Lanka is the place where this happened, where this held actually, and Maithripala Sirisena, name of the Sri Lankan president who inaugurated it, and then the number was 8th. High level committee formed by Union government for proper management of water resources in northeastern region, Rajiv Kumar committee. So what else you need to know apart from this? Okay, one high level committee was formed by the Union government. The high level committee was formed by the Union government for what? For which purpose? For actually for the proper management of water resources. But water resources of only northeastern region. This committee is going to handle the proper management of water resources of which area? The area would be northeastern region. The northeastern region, and the name of the committee is Rajiv Kumar committee. You need to know one more thing, and that is Rajiv Kumar is the same person who's the vice chairman of Niti Aayog. Niti Aayog's vice chairman, Rajiv Kumar, he was given this responsibility of handling water resources, proper management of water resources in the northeastern region. So don't forget the name of Rajiv Kumar committee, and it is associated with proper management of water resources in northeastern region. 5th October is the day where when we observe World Teachers Day. 5th October is the day when we observe World Teachers Day. And you need to understand the theme. You need to learn the theme. The theme of this day was Teaching in Freedom, Empowering Teachers. Teaching in Freedom, Empowering Teachers. Teaching in Freedom, Empowering Teachers. 5th October, World Teachers Day. That was the theme of 5th October, World Teacher Day. See, the name of the tourism, the ministry has actually organized a campaign, and the campaign which was organized by the Union Ministry of Tourism, and its name was Paryatan Parv. I wish to highlight it. See, the name is very easy, but at times we get confused if you haven't heard about it. If they write something by using Paryatan, then we get confused. Paryatan is the Hindi word for tourism. Union Ministry of Tourism recently started a campaign to promote tourism across India. There's nothing, much to be discussed here. To promote tourism in India, Union Ministry of Tourism has started Paryatan Parv. India has recently signed an agreement of $4.5 billion third line of credit. We are talking about the loan. Credit is loan. So $4.5 billion. India signed the agreement with Bangladesh. There was a student in my class, and he was telling me that between India and Sri Lanka. As in, people get confused. I'm just telling you, giving you the information that India has signed this agreement with Bangladesh. India has signed this agreement with Bangladesh, where the infrastructure of Bangladesh, where the social sector development of Bangladesh will take place. We are not talking about India. We are saying this agreement is between India and Bangladesh. See, you need to learn this amount for the same reason. The question will be framed by using this amount that, India has signed the agreement where the amount is US dollar 4.5 billion, and this amount will actually give you the information that this agreement was signed between India and Bangladesh, where the Bangladesh infrastructure will be developed. One more thing I would like to share, that is ITI. First ever ITI. You'll say that we have heard a lot about the ITIs. How can ma'am say that ITI is, the first one? It is something else. That's Industrial Training Institute. If I name it an Industrial Training Institute, I know that less people will be able to understand. That is why I actually, initially I started calling it ITI. That's how you will be able to relate yourself with the word. You have heard a lot about the ITIs, but this ITI is different from what you know. This ITI is for Divyangs. For Divyangs. If you cannot understand Divyangs, then I've written differently abled for you here. So first state, that is Assam. First state, that is Assam. It actually has become the first state. For which reason? Because Assam is the state. It has set up an ITI for differently abled people. That's the question. Assam has become the first state to set up an ITI for differently abled people. So keep this in mind. This ITI is different from the ITIs Industrial Training Institute, first of its kind, where differently abled will be able to learn. Okay, this question is very, very important. When we say insurance company launched Neo, a servicing bot means robot. Bot means robot. When we are saying bot means robot. Are we not referring to digital or artificial intelligence, robotics and all? Yes, we are talking about that only. Insurance company which has recently launched Neo, a servicing bot for Twitter. As you can see, that's Twitter. For Twitter, they have launched Neo, and the name of the company is HDFC Life. It is one of the leading life insurer in India. You need to understand that people or the customers who are actually the customers of HDFC, as in I'm referring to the existing customers of HDFC. So existing customers may raise queries. They have queries and they want to raise those queries on social media. So these robotics, these artificial intelligences, these solutions will help them a lot. So that way, if people are willing to raise policy-related queries, policy-related issues on social media, so this bot, Neo, will cater to such queries. So artificial intelligence, robotics, that's the best way to utilize them, So that's Neo. Neo means new. In English, Neo means new. So Neo is the bot launched by HDFC for Twitter. HDFC Life, HDFC Life, that's the complete answer. HDFC Life for Twitter. Uttar Pradesh is the state has launched a mass marriage scheme. Mass marriage scheme for BPL. And the name of the mass marriage scheme is Mukhyamantri Samuhik Vivah Yojana. Mukhyamantri Samuhik Vivah Yojana, that's the name of the mass marriage scheme for BPL. That's important. BPL is below poverty line families. For them, Mukhyamantri Samuhik Vivah Yojana, as you can see that mass marriage is happening. Lot many couples are there, they're getting married together. So Uttar Pradesh is the state which has launched Mukhyamantri Samuhik Vivah Yojana. All right, we are moving to the next question, and that is the city to host the first ever conference of partner NGOs, and the city is New Delhi. Nothing much important about it, nothing to be discussed a lot. First ever, that's important, conference of partner NGOs, New Delhi. Subject of the conference is mentionable: implementation of policies, schemes and programs for women and children, challenges and way forward. Gauri Lankesh, journalist, who was killed. As you guys are aware, you can recall that this news was there. Gauri Lankesh, very famous journalist. She was killed. So Bengaluru is the place, and it was declared that she received an award. The award which she received, that is actually given by the London-based organization, Raw in War. Raw is Reach All Women in War organization, Raw in War. And she has become the first person to receive this award. And the name of the award is Anna Politkovskaya Award. Anna Politkovskaya Award, which was given to Gauri Lankesh posthumously. That's sad, that's after death. So Gauri Lankesh became the first recipient from India, and this award is given by the London-based organization, Anna Politkovskaya Award. Union government has recently set up a study group to examine the problems of people along intelligence borders, LOC in J&K, and the head of the team is Reena Mitra. I hope you can understand. When we talk about the borders, international borders and line of control, international borders and line of control, I hope you can understand people who live there in that area, in that premises, the vicinity of that area. Problems are obviously faced by the people who live there in that area. The border areas and the people who live there, obviously they have a few problems. If they have problems, a group should be formed. So the group was formed and somebody has to lead that group. Who's leading that group? A person who's going to examine the problems of the people who live there, and the head of that team will be Reena Mitra. Okay, Mahatma Gandhi's assassination. Mahatma Gandhi was killed, as you guys know. Father of the nation, as you guys know that Mahatma Gandhi was killed. So Mahatma Gandhi's assassination, there was a plea in which it was said that Mahatma Gandhi's assassination should be reprobed. Reprobe should happen. We need to check it once again, like exactly what happened and why did that happen and who did that. So that sort of probe, that sort of checking will restart Mahatma Gandhi's assassination. For this purpose, Supreme Court has appointed one amicus curiae. And what is that amicus curiae? Amicus curiae is basically the friend of the court. Friend of the court is someone who is not a party to a case, is not solicited by a party, but who assists a court by offering information that bears on the case. So amicus curiae is basically the friend of the court. One senior advocate who was, the former additional solicitor general as well, he was given the responsibility of handling this case, and his name is Amrinder Sharan. Amrinder Sharan, senior advocate and former additional solicitor general, has been appointed by the Supreme Court as amicus curiae on plea seeking reprobe of Mahatma Gandhi assassination. We are moving ahead with India Water Week. Week doesn't mean 7 days all the time. Yes, it does, but I'm saying here it was observed from 10th to 14th. As you can see, it is written that Vigyan Bhavan also. So you can verify it from here to Vigyan Bhavan, New Delhi, 10th to 14th October. India Water Week was observed, and the theme of that Water Week was Water and Energy for Inclusive Growth. The theme of the 2017 India Water Week was Water and Energy for Inclusive Growth. So we need to revise whatever we have studied. Then only we'll be able to keep, the stuff in our mind. India and Nepal conducting the joint tiger census, India and Nepal. Union Minister Harshvardhan has launched Secure Himalaya project with United Nations Development Program. Soumya Swaminathan, who's the first Indian, who's going to hold such a big position, that's Deputy Director General of WHO, and this is happening for the first time. Sumitra Mahajan became the Indian delegate in the 8th Conference of Association of SAARC Speakers and Parliamentarians, which was held in Colombo, Sri Lanka, which was inaugurated by the Sri Lankan President Maithripala Sirisena. It was the three-day conference. High-level committee was formed by the Union government for proper management of water resources in northeastern region, Rajiv Kumar committee, and he's the same Rajiv Kumar who's the vice chairman of Niti Aayog. 5th October, World Teachers Day, and the theme was Teaching in Freedom, Empowering Teachers. Paryatan Parv, Union Ministry of Tourism started it to promote tourism across India. US $4.5 billion. Third line of credit agreement signed between India and Bangladesh to improve the infrastructure of Bangladesh. ITI, first ever ITI, one of its kind for differently abled, the first state which is going to come up with it, that's Assam. HDFC Life has launched NEO, a servicing bot, which is going to provide, policy related problems which will be resolved by this NEO bot. That's HDFC Life has launched NEO. HDFC Life is obviously, one of the leading life insurers in India. The state government launched a mass marriage scheme, that's Mukhyamantri Samuhik Vivaha Yojana for BPL, below poverty line people, families, Uttar Pradesh. First ever conference of partner NGOs, New Delhi. Gauri Lankesh she has become the first one. Posthumously, she has received this award. That's Anna Politkovskaya Award. Reena Mitra is going to head that head that study group, which is there to examine the problems faced by the people who live on the borders. Amrinder Sharan, he is the senior advocate and former additional solicitor general, who's been appointed by the Supreme Court as amicus curiae. And they are obviously probing about the Mahatma Gandhi's assassination. India Water Week, the theme of it was Water and Energy for Inclusive Growth. We are wrapping it up. Thank you so much.